memorabilia, some keepsakes to my children. Being a child of a military family is a tough thing to ask, especially a divorced military family. And a lot of times they don't see the sacrifices that are being made in that absence of that parent, right? My speech yesterday thanked them first and foremost and let them know that they're always in my heart. And when I started the Army, I kind of knew that this was going to be something that was going to carry me all the way through until at least I was 40 so I could retire. And anyways, I'll just get into it. When these were given to me as a very young soldier, and I was making my way up to my career, I thought to myself, this would be really cool to pass this down to my children. It's something that a lot of family members wish that they had something from their, the people who, their parents or their uncles or something, and this could just be an heirloom thing that they have, and hopefully they look back and think fondly of it. Evan, so first and foremost, you're going to see throughout the Army, we had a lot of different uniform patterns. And Evan, this was what we were issued when I first came in. So you being the oldest person, just to show how much the Army has changed, this is the field jacket. This is the one piece of kit that I absolutely love, and I thought it very fitting, right? If you think about love being warmth and all that other stuff, I'm out there freezing my tail off, I'm cold and I'm wet, and this was the one thing that kept me warm. And I kind of relate that to the memories that I have for my children when I was out doing Army stuff. So I wanted to give you that, and hold on, just wait. There's more. There's a
hat.
There's a crusty hat, and I have this thing. So in Kung Fu, you have a sash. That's what holds your belt up. You never wash your sash because that's where all your chi, your mana, all this stuff is stored. So it gets disgusting in Kung Fu. It gets even more disgusting if that mana is stored in a hat that you've worn for many years and have refused to wash it. So, buddy, that one's for you. A little bit. Perfect. That's how you know it's working. Smells like stories. That's how you know it's working. There's a lot of chi and mana in that. Yeah. So shortly after Ayden was born, the Army switched their uniform pattern, and we moved to something that I absolutely hated the color of, but it was extremely functional and still kept me just as warm. And I thought it would be a great way. These two fight over everything, and they can never have the same style in anything. So these two styles could not be any more different from each other, just like my two sons. So Ayden, this one is yours. Evans has a liner. I could not find a liner, but I think around this time the Army switched and didn't do liners, and they started giving the fleece. So I wanted to give you a fleece with that.
What's the patch on their jackets?
I have no idea. They just gave it to me when I was. Oh, it just showed up. I just showed up. This patch was the first unit I had served under. That's the 63rd Infantry. They started in World War II. That later transitioned to the RRC, the Regional Readiness Command. And they serve now in support of a lot of the units on the West Coast. And in this one, after we kind of broke out, and the Army went through a massive transition once we switched to this pattern, and they went to more of a functional command rather than a supportive command. And this is the 372nd Engineer Brigade out of Fort Snelling, Minnesota. And this is, well, you right around the area you grew up in. Yeah, so that's where this patch is from. So, small gesture, but if you never believe me that I always thought about you guys, there's proof. Okay, there's proof. So that's
old junk. It's for you.
I hold this old junk across the country and held onto it for 20 years. Right? But yeah, I just wanted to give this to you guys. Hopefully it's an heirloom. I have a lot of, I still have Uncle Wimpy's knife upstairs. I was just showing Ronald that. So maybe one day when you guys have children of your own, you can say, maybe one day when, okay, that's already there, I'm already grandpa. Maybe you can show your grandkids, you know, that grandpa served in the Army, and here's the kind of stuff they had him wear.
Well, for me, it will be like that.
So, love you guys. And the rest of this will be going for sale on eBay. Bid start at